Good morning, Wolverines. Today we will touch on how our cafeteria food makes it to our plates, giving thanks to our dogs in our Wakeland sports.
I'm Christine Bergmann.
And I'm Alexis Plum.
Win TV starts now.
Our cafeteria staff feeds hundreds of students. Skyford informs us on how they accomplish this every school day.
The Wakeland cafeteria is the source for many students' lunches, but not many kids know what goes into their food. We went behind the scenes to find out what our lunches are made of.
At Wakeland, we have about 2,260 students here. We probably serve about 1,200 of you a day. A lot of the products that we use here at Wakeland and in the Frisco ISD is products you probably use at home. Like we use Pillsbury, Hormel, just different Tyson chicken products and stuff like that. So pretty much the same stuff you guys use at home. Some of our chicken products and our bread products are frozen due to staff and safety guidelines and stuff like that. But we do bake all that stuff fresh daily. Like if it is a frozen product, it's not something that we reheat over and over and over again. Whatever we serve for that day is just for that day, and it's served for each individual lunchtime. You know, we do have to follow the guidelines from the Texas government as well and the federal government.
Some of the guidelines that we have to follow is the percentage of fat that's in the food that we offer, and so that is what limits how many type of snack foods that we can offer to students, and certainly not fried foods. Another guideline is that when students purchase like a regular school lunch, it has to be balanced. It has to have a certain number of proteins and fruits and vegetables and other things.
It's not so hard getting the fresh and the healthy foods available. It's getting the students to want to buy the fresh and healthy foods, or a way that we can cook it up or make it to present to the students that they would want to take them.
These testimonies provide a new perspective on a topic cared by many. I'm Sky Ford for Win TV.
Frisco's been booming with residents moving to our suburb. However, with these new people and new infrastructure, Frisco continues to hold on to the tradition of the community parade.
Aiden Yukiko reports on how Wakeland continues to help with this celebration.
From what started out as the annual Frisco High School Homecoming Parade has now evolved to become a celebration for Veterans Day and community pride. The Frisco Community Parade comes rolling down Main Street every year and features floats, bands, homecoming courts, veterans, and sometimes even tanks and helicopters. We sat down with Mr. Lee Merben, Navy veteran and the man behind the Frisco Veterans Memorial, who put all of his manpower into this parade in order to honor his fellow veterans.
This year, it's Honor the Heroes. It's going to be bigger and better than it has been in the past if it doesn't rain. Because I do get the classic cars come out there, because I've been involved in classic cars too. And they do come out, and they think Frisco's got the best parade they ever been at.
Wakeland students play their part every year. However, some may not know how our Wolverines take part in creating a positive public environment.
So, as a band program, at least, us in the color guard, we have our rehearsal in the morning, and we track in our parade block, and we just make sure that we know all the music, because we're trying to get everyone, all the little kids, interested in Frisco ISD schools, Frisco ISD fine arts, and things like that. So just trying to present ourselves in a kind of fun way.
So I think it impacts our school spirit, because people, like, they see us in our uniform, and it not only like brings together the name of Wakeland Band, but also like Wakeland like all together. And I like how whenever like we're out there, everyone sees Wakeland and they like see the kind of community that we are.
As we dug deeper into the meaning behind this celebration, we asked students what heroes meant to them.
Just anyone that's really inspired me, that comes from people in the band program that I just met, to people that I've known for years and years, to especially my parents, things like that. Just every one of them has a different aspect that brings to how, when I meet them, it just affects my life. So I think it's great.
I would define a hero as a person who is okay with standing alone and standing up for someone, and also someone who is like a natural born leader, and they're always like there for other people.
And we had one final question for Mr. Merben.
Would you consider yourself a hero?
No. I just doing my job. You know, I got honored by Sam Johnson and by the country a couple times, but I don't consider myself a hero.
Be sure to honor and support your veterans and public servants tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm Aiden Yukika, reporting for WIN TV.
In every sport, players compete. With that competition, there's a pressure to win.
Although cross country welcomes an abundance of runners and the dive team is small, they both experience these high expectations.
Noah Mack discusses the pressure with Wakeland key athletes on these teams. After that is a sports recap.
Cross country has the commitment of early morning practices, while diving functions with only 2 players on the team. Pressure to win is evident as these teams fight to represent Wakeland.
From the time she started diving, we were pretty good friends. And once we got on the diving board, we kind of fueled off of each other. It was like if one did bad, one did good, we were just there to pick each other up. It was a very good relationship on the team.
I think it does put a little more pressure on me to do better when I perform, because I'm not only competing for myself, but I'm competing for Wakeland as a whole. So when I do compete, I try to put forth my best effort when I do each and every individual dive.
Come rain or shine, cross-country players are exceptionally devoted to their sport. No matter the circumstances, they are out here running by 6 a.m. to run as one.
For cross-country runners, the time commitment, I mean, it's a lot.
So we have practice 5 days out of the week, Monday through Friday. So I usually get up at like 6, and we have practice at 6:30. And then on Saturdays we have cross-country meets. So usually like 4:30 we get up and get ready to go on the bus at 5 and run at like 7 o'clock.
I would say that it wills them to win or gives them the confidence to win. I think there's an attitude that comes with seeing yourself get better and better.
I think it teaches me self-discipline, which helps me win, because I'm waking up early because I want to do something and perform well. And so I think that, like, overall, that is what pushes me to win.
There's no time to take off. I mean, you just got to get out there and get the work in.
The will to win for these players is most definitely apparent, with dive's shortage of teammates and cross country's early morning endeavors. I'm Noah Mack for WIN TV.
Welcome to Wolverine Replay. Let's see how Wakeland sports are doing. After Wakeland's win last Friday at Toyota Stadium against Centennial, Wakeland football has a record of 5-4. Cross country went to state last weekend, and girls ended up taking first place and boys ended up taking 10th. In dives last meet, Eva took first place and Zach took second. Finally, volleyball is in the middle of playoffs. I'm Steffi Waters for WIN TV.
Wakeland is home to several sports teams that spend countless hours in dedication practicing. David Shager reports on a different type of team at Wakeland that uses technology to compete. Following that is Wolverine of the Week.
In light of the new age of technology and innovation, competitive gaming, also known as esports, has taken the world by storm. This new trend of competitive gaming has even made its way here at Wakeland.
Esports are competitive games meant to be played for an audience.
What we're talking about is professional, competitive video gaming.
By 2019, esports will become a $1.2 billion market. The industry is now present in 48 different countries and has even made its way in here in Frisco with the relocation of Optic Gaming, one of the largest esports companies in North America. Despite this tremendous growth, some reject the status of it as an actual sport.
That is definitely not a real sport. It takes only your thumbs to do work.
I think esports is a sport. It's really competitive. You have to practice a lot, and there's a lot of time that you have to put into it.
Yes, I think it is a sport because the competitiveness that people have during the games is similar to regular sports.
They're both meant to be played for an audience. They're both meant for entertainment. I think that's the best thing we should focus on.
Although esports may not be known by the many, its bright and promising future will make an impact. I'm David Shager for WIN TV.
To be a cheer captain, you have to make up all the routines for the pep rallies, you have to plan out what you're going to do each practice, and you also have to teach the new freshmen and maybe some new JV and varsity people, if there are any, all the cheers and dances from previous years that we do. We actually work very hard to create good routines and all look together. It's very hard to get about 40 girls on the same count for everything, especially in tumbling and when we're putting people in the air. So we work very hard to get everything looking as clean as possible. It makes me feel good that I can do something for our teams and something for the school, because we also do a lot of community service through Wakeland Cheer. So it just makes me feel good that I get to be a part of something that I met my best friends in and doing it for other people.
I'm Emily Galt and I'm Wolverine of the Week.
With Thanksgiving right around the corner, it's time to show appreciation and give back. Here's Bryden Short with information on how to show thanks to our furry friends that love us the most.
Studies show that those who own pets are provided with several health advantages. Not only does interacting with a pet release dopamine, a compound responsible for creating joy, having a furry companion lowers blood pressure and causes one to be more relaxed. Today we look past those scientific benefits and explore the personal gains of having a relation with a pet.
So I am the companion animal leader at this store, the North Frisco store. I essentially what I do here is I make sure that all of our animals are happy and healthy, all of their tanks are clean, and everyone gets all of the veterinary care and emotional care that they need here. There are so many dogs out there that don't have food and don't have toys that are really important to behavioral enrichment, and there are so many drives, rescues, and even our pet store that you can donate to help give back to those pets that don't have owners that love them and need those extra things. I do think that pets positively impact most people. I do think that some people choose dogs for the wrong reasons, and they may choose the wrong breed, but that doesn't mean that dogs in general are wrong for them. They tried the wrong one. One of my dogs is actually an emotional support dog, so when I go out, I have very severe anxiety. If I ever start to show any signs or have any triggers, he's always there for me to make sure that I'm calm and stable.
This Thanksgiving, be sure not only to tune your TV to the National Dog Show, but to give extra attention to your pets. I'm Brighton Short for Win TV.
This concludes the fall episode of Win TV.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter at WHS Win TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Wakeland High School Win TV.
Be sure to check out the website, Wakeland Access, to get some behind-the-scenes stories on our Wakeland campus.
I'm Christine Bergmann.
And I'm Alexis Plum. One more week till Thanksgiving break, Wolverines. Have a great weekend.